Sin's 2K has a nerf where they changed recovery from 11 frames to 12 frames, meaning that it loses 1 frame of advantage in all of its situations. So previously, it used to be -2 on block and -19 on whiff, as well as +1 on hit. Now it's 0 on hit, as well as -3 on block and 20 frames of total animation time. Not sure what this is here for, but I guess it just makes it a worse normal to stagger off of. His JS has an improved hitbox downward at the base of the move, as well as 2 more active frames, meaning it should be able to reach the opponent from higher heights. Now, next up, Elkhunt's tumble duration has been reduced. You used to have 37 frames, and that meant that if your timing was good, you would be able to link into a close slash after the tumble, getting you really nice combo damage. Now, the duration is down to 36 frames, meaning that you can no longer link close slash at any point. You instead have to use his 6-frame 2K in order to extend your combo. And again, the timing can be a little bit tricky, but that's what your routes with Sin are going to look like after an Elkhunt. Now, a little bit of a damage loss overall. Additionally, Hawk Baker has a change where there's been a reduction to its horizontal blowback between frames 12 and 14. I haven't really been able to find or demonstrate anything meaningful here in my videos, so if anyone wants to elaborate in the comments, please let us know. Now, the next big nerf to Sin is to Elkhunt, where previously this was a low-profile move, which you could launch the opponent and get some massive combos with. As you can see, I'm able to go into close slash, but now the opponent pretty much falls to the ground, and you only get Okizeme off of it. There's no more combo extensions when you use Elkhunt to start off your move. So if you want to convert off of this, you need to go into an RC, meaning Sin is a little more meter-reliant. But if you go into this from your combo routing, you do get the old launch height, and you do get that old close slash link after it. A similar nerf has been applied to Hoof Stomp, where previously you'd be able to get follows from it using your stamina in order to get extensions off of that, which is potent for an overhead to have resourceless follow-ups, relatively speaking. But now they fall to the ground pretty quickly, and thus you again need meter in mid-screen. However, in the corner, there is a wall bounce effect to it now. You can't combo off of it without using a second bar of stamina to go for the follow-up, but you do get a close slash. And just like many other invincible overdrives, you can no longer PRC the startup of RTL with only 50% tension gauge. You need a full 100. And RTL also lost its slowdown on counter hit effect. You still get the extra damage from hitting the opponent with it on a counter hit. But previously, right, you would get this big slowdown effect, which might eat an input, which may cause you to drop your follow-ups, and you'd have to be ready to adjust for that if using it as a reversal. But now, if the opponent is like, doing wake up, Okizeme option, you get the counter hit. There is no more of that slowdown effect, meaning that your timing across the board should be universal. The same thing was applied to Tyrant Barrel, which if you use it as reversal, and if you want to get the clean hit, you have to adjust for the counter hit slowdown before. But now, you just get the same timing as you do in combos. I think Sin got a round of really fair nerfs to him overall, and there's a lot of the system changes that also impact him as well. I think he liked using Red Wild Assault in the middle of his block strings to get close to the opponent and to extend his turn, and so now with that no longer an option, he has to be more reliant on using his stamina gauge, his food gauge, to close the gap with the opponent again, and there's less reward for some of these things hitting raw, like Elkhunt needing meter in order to convert off of it raw is a really good change. I mean, the Sun Dipper just giving you full combo and corner carry with a low-profile move was really crazy before, and it's good to see Arc System Works take a very smart approach by nerfing its utility as a poke in neutral and the reward you get from it, but keeping its combo utility if you use it when the opponent is already in hit stun and to extend your combos. They did nerf some of his rewards that he's gotten as well off of things like Beak Driver, so his rewards from poking with it are reduced, as well as just using it as a combo tool in general is a little bit worse overall, as well as the utility he gets from his Hoof Stomp overhead, meaning that, again, he's a lot more meter reliant in this patch. If you want to convert from an Elkhunt, if you want to convert from a Hoof Stomp, from center screen at least, you need to have tension gauge in order to RC and then combo afterwards. Now, there's some situations, of course, like in the corner with the new wall bounce, where you can get free follow-ups for Sith by only using his stamina gauge. but that's going to be a more situational thing. And of course, the system mechanic changes to guard crushes and yellow Roman cancel do impact Sin a lot. He loves spamming guard crushes. He loves getting true strike throw mix-ups off of them. And now the opponent has a little bit of counterplay to it if they choose to invest their tension gauge in that. So I do think that Sin is nerfed quite a bit from where he was, and he was considered one of the better characters in the previous patch, and I think that his power level is brought down in line to be more in tune with the rest of the cast. His rewards on hit are a little more manageable. His overall game tempo is going to be slowed down a bit, and he needs more tension gauge to convert off of some of his more egregious hits in neutral. And I think those are all very healthy changes while still maintaining the fun and the identity of the character that Arc System Works has made him to be. Now all we really need is just for his consuming food buffs to be consistent or matter or something like that. And I think this character might be in a really good final spot overall for the game itself. We'll see how he performs in the following patch. I would not be surprised if many people who just played Sin before because he was a strong character drop him. But I think that the people who are tried and true Sin mains, I think they're going to stick with him because I think he still offers a lot of the things that they're looking for. It's just a little more situational now.